If you just turn and go to the basket, it's going to go right up over the top of your head and going to give St. Lawrence a lot of second chance opportunities. So Hamilton's going to have to turn and box on every shot and then just hustle after the ball.
All right, Brett Marliani matches up size-wise with Hamilton's tallest player, Steve Lemmer. However, the rest of the Saints look a little on the short department. The jump ball is going to have to be redone as there was a violation in the circle, a violation against Hamilton, so it'll be St. Lawrence ball. Somebody must have stepped inside the circle.
Yeah, I think they may have called it on Jason Harris, either stepping inside the circle or being on the circle at the time of the tip. The ball goes over to St. Lawrence.
All right, so the dribbler is John Barcheski. He has the ball on the right side. St. Lawrence
kicked it outside to Aaron McCann, who had stepped up to the corner of the foul line and buried the jumper.
St. Lawrence on the outside now. A long shot, a three-pointer put up by Marliani. It bounces high off the back iron over the basket. It'll be Hamilton ball. First minute of play, Continentals lead at 2-0 on a jumper from Aaron McCann. Now it's Fran DeGata passing left to Doherty, inside to Lemmer. He's double-teamed, loses the handle on the ball. Underneath the basket, muscles it up and in.
Steve just went up strong through the middle. Mariani tried to challenge it, but just wasn't there. Steve gave a little bit of a pump fake and then went up strong for the bucket.
Barcheski comes down quickly, passes off to Tom DiNapoli. Now a steal by Doherty and a cross-court pass. Scott's going to take it to the hoop and lay it up and in. 6-0 Hamilton. And quickly, St. Lawrence calls timeout to talk things over. A chance to remind you that this game, like all of Hamilton's home and away games this season, brought to you by such fine sponsors as Hage Carpet.
2 good rebounds. St. Lawrence just a little out of sync on their offensive end. So Coach Davis calls the timeout, try and get things set up here for St. Lawrence.
A good move by the coach to get his team reorganized, as it could be a blowout early if Hamilton continues this way. Now a pass goes on the right side to Brian Phillips. They get it back to Barcheski. He fires up a shot from outside. Swish! Just what the Saints needed, a three-point basket from the top of the key by freshman John Barcheski. Now it's Jason Harris trying to answer back for Hamilton. His three-point attempt from the left wing is knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Saints. So Jason will put it in play. They go into a box and find Fran DeGata on the inbound pass. DeGata gets it in to Lemmer. He's all alone, and Steve goes up and hooks it home with his right hand.
Steve had set the screen, and then he just rolled right off. And Fran DeGata found him in the middle of the lane, hits the jumper.
Shannon McDermott on the left side gets it underneath. Shot is put up and in. A nice move low post by Tom DiNapoli. His first basket of the ball game. 8-5 Hamilton. DeGata, top of the key, passes right to McCann. Aaron goes baseline, stops, cross courts it to Harris. Open is Doherty on the left side. He'll shoot it up from 21 and hit it.
Good job moving the ball around. Scott Doherty found open in the corner, tough against the zone. Zone's got to move a little quicker than that to get a hand in Scott's face.
Scott's 40th three-point basket of the season gives Hamilton an 11-5 edge, 17:30 remaining first half. Barcheski, the point guard, passes on the right side to McDermott, who comes away from the basket on the right wing. Now they get it underneath. Shot is partially blocked on Marliani, and Hamilton comes away with it. Nice defensive move there.
Well, that time Aaron made a good move because he had gotten behind Mariani, let him go up strong.
And now Fran DeGata drains a three-point bucket from deep on the right side. Franny has his 62nd, and every time he makes one, he sets a single season and school record for three-point baskets. It's now 14-5. Underneath the pass, now dropped lower still to Tom DiNapoli, and he puts it up and in from underneath on the left side.
Good job by DiNapoli. He dove to the basket as the ball was entered inside, got the return pass, put it in.
Now pass intended for Lemmer, a little too high. It goes to Marliani. Up court quickly is Brian Phillips, and as he slashes in from the right side to the hoop, he is fouled. It'll be a foul against Hamilton's number 34, Fran DeGata, his first. At the line for two shots will be Brian Phillips, the senior from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Not a very strong free throw shooter, according to our stats, just 53%. First shot is up and in. Well, that shows you the value of stats. Good rotation on that shot by Phillips, who sights, shoots, and it's strong this time off the back iron. McCann comes down with it from Hamilton, keeps his dribble alive, bounce pass over to on the right side. DeGata to Doherty, who goes to baseline, scores the bucket, and let's see, there's a whistle. They're going to call the basket good. Now let's see what happened. I believe after the basket, Scott crashed into the St. Lawrence defender, and is credited with a foul, but he does get to keep the 2 points.
Tough call on Scott. He got the ball down on the baseline, went strong up without even putting it on the floor, but gets called for the charge, but does get the basket to count.
All right, so he has 7 points, leads all scorers. Now Merliani to the left side, pass cross court, almost intercepted by Lemmer, but as he reached for the ball, he allowed McDermott to go behind him and get the easy basket. Now pass underneath to Doherty, kicks it out to Jason Harris, shot from the left side. Good! Jason Harris means a three from the left side, his 50th three-point bucket of the season. Hamilton up now by 9.
Use them down there.
That was the ball inside. Scott did a good job to kick it out to the open Jason Harris.
Now a move inside by Shannon McDermott ends up with 2 more points for St. Lawrence. A nice move as he leaped to the right side, got his shot off, and hit nothing but net. Pass now from Harris to Lemmer, cutting across the key. Steve goes glass and gets 2.
One thing Steve has really worked on this year is, without seeing the basket, he turns, squares up nicely, and then gets a nice kiss off the glass. Something that I think he's really worked on over the summer to develop for this year.
And he's deceptively quick, too, when he slashes across the lane. He gets that big step on the defender. Now outside the arc, a long shot put up by Merliani. It's no good. Off the back iron, Doherty with the ball. Fast break out to McCann. Almost intercepted, but Jason Harris pounces on it for the Continental. Jason dribbles up to the top of the key left. Looks inside, nothing there, so he gives it out to Doherty. Doherty's three-point attempt is short of the mark, and coming down with it is Barczewski for the Saints. He cross-courts it. Merliani gets the shot off and hits the three-point basket, his 57th three-point goal of the season. He's got his first points of the afternoon. It's now 21-15 in favor of the Continentals. Pass into the corner where McCann goes up with a jumper from 17, misses on the shot, and Barczewski grabs the rebound for the Saints. Down court quickly on the right side is Phillips. He gives it back outside to Barczewski. Hamilton matching up man-to-man as Barczewski dribbles to the left side, looks for something inside, now lobs it down low. Whistle foul is called as Tom DiNapoli gets set to make a move on his man. It's going to be a foul against Hamilton. It'll be charged against Aaron McCann, his first.
St. Lawrence has done a nice job on the defensive end by not allowing Hamilton any second opportunities. Steve Lemmer couldn't get any closer than about 5 feet from the basket at that point. Really no other Hamilton player underneath to even attempt to get the rebound.
Now a nice pass and a drive to the basket by Brian Phillips. He comes up short, however. Lemmer with the rebound, out to DeGata, top of the key. Franny looks open, nobody there, so he shoots it and scores it.
St. Lawrence players all backed off once he picked up his dribble, but Fran just coolly calmed, set himself, and then buried the three-pointer.
Almost a steal by DeGata on Brett Merliani, but it goes over to Barczewski. He drives inside and hits the jumper from about 9 feet out. His second basket of the ballgame. The Continentals get it down quickly to Jason Harris, and Harris underneath the basket lays it up and in.
Well, again, Hamilton just getting the ball on the court as quickly as they can, pushing up court. Jason Harris does a great job of releasing.
From the left side, that's Merliani missing an air ball that Harris has. He quickly outlets it to DeGata. DeGata down court, gives it off to Doherty, goes underneath the hoop, and misses on the reverse. And St. Lawrence comes away with the rebound. Boy, that showed Scott's leaping and hanging ability. He hung in the air, got under the basket, and then just barely missed on the reverse spin layup. Now underneath the basket, shaking loose Merliani and getting a nice pass, and he was all alone as he banks home his second basket of the ball game. 26-19, St. Lawrence ready to play here this afternoon. Shot from outside from three-point range is hit by Jason Harris. His second of this first half gives Hamilton a 29-19 advantage, just under 13 minutes remaining in this first period.
That's what the three-pointer will do for you, just when it looks like St. Lawrence is crawling back in. Hamilton drops another three-pointer, increases to 10-point lead.
Aaron McCann all over the leading scorer, Brett Merliani, giving him fits here this afternoon. Cross-court pass by St. Lawrence. They get it down low to Anderson. Underneath the basket, a nice reverse shot is put up and in by Merliani. He is working real hard to get his points here this afternoon. 29-21 as DeGata gets it in to Lemmer. Hamilton has the up-tempo game he was looking for. Now nice hit by Steve. He got his man moved and then spun around him and put it up and in.
Steve does a nice job of keeping his pivot foot and making 2 or 3 moves inside before finally going up strong to the basket, getting the bucket.
Now St. Lawrence calls timeout, trailing by 10 with 12:11 remaining first half. You're listening to Hamilton College Basketball over WRUN Radio. We'll be back. Jim Moran and Tom Brush Jr. here at Hamilton College, where the Continentals lead the St. Lawrence Saints 31-21. Just about 12 minutes remaining in the first half. The Saints have the ball in the offensive zone, shooting at the basket to our left, the one in front of the big blue curtain here at Scott Memorial Fieldhouse. Dribbler left side is Tita Boley, gets it down on the baseline, and the shot is missed by Merliani from there and grabbed by Steve Lemmer for the Continentals.
Good change. Coach Murphy put in Rich Perez to go in and guard Merliani. Rich a little stronger than Aaron McCann, able to muscle his way against him.
Hamilton gets the ball down to Lemmer, and Lemmer hooks it up and in with his left hand. Nice roll that time off the rim for Steve Lemmer as he picks up his 10th point of the day. Shuffle pass intended for DiNapoli underneath the basket, goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Saints, so it'll be Hamilton ball. The Continentals have the up-tempo game they were looking for. Actually, the play has been pretty brisk thus far. Hamilton shooting the ball well. Jason Harris fires up a three and hits it, his third of the ball game.
Jason didn't do anything. He knew his man was off him. He just caught it square to the basket and put it right up in one motion. Got the three to fall.
52 three-point baskets on the season now for Jason Harris, who gets my most improved player award this season. Shot from the left side is put up and missed by Anderson. It comes right back outside to Merliani, and he drains a triple as well. Right now with 10 points on the afternoon, 36-24 Hamilton. Jason Harris open again, another three in the air.
Matching three-pointers here, Jim. Both teams just coming down and just knocking them down. I know Coach Murphy doesn't like to see that. He hates to trade baskets, but he's got to be pretty happy with the way his team's shooting so far.
Both teams shooting the ball fairly well. Now the ball goes inside. Shot is put up by DiNapoli. No good. Lemmer comes from out of nowhere and grabs the rebound. Gives it off to Degata. Degata down court quickly. Between the rings. Tricky dribble. He keeps it alive. Bounce pass now inside to Perez. And as Rich grabs the basketball, he's bumped from behind by Merliani. First foul against Merliani. And I believe it's the first foul against St. Lawrence here this afternoon. It is. Jason Harris will put the ball in play for the Continentals. He lobs the ball out near half court where Fran Degata hauls it in for Hamilton. Franny back inside, intended for Perez, tipped away by Anderson. It comes up court quickly and driving in and scoring the easy lay-in is John Barczewski, who has 7 points on the day. 39-26, Hamilton, 10 minutes remaining. Nice pass inside. Doherty grabs it, goes up. His shot partially blocked. He stays with it, grabs the rebound, puts it back up in there.
Scott did a real nice job of staying with that.
Showing a lot of determination now. A drive through the lane and a basket put up and in by Brian Phillips, his first field goal of the day. He's got 3 points. It's 41-28. Continentals, 9:40 remaining in this first half. Jason Harris, one dribble, gives it back outside to Doherty. Doherty inside now to Perez. Turnaround shot is off the back iron, no good. Tipped up in the air. Finally grabbed by Justin Anderson. Down court, Scott Doherty steps in and makes an interception of a pass intended for a Saint in the corner. DiNapoli. It's given off to Harrison. Harris goes to the left side of the lane and jumps up and in a 9-footer.
Jason Harris having one of those days where everything he's putting up is going in and really touching nothing but the center of the cords.
And now it's St. Lawrence in the offensive zone. Brian Phillips kicks it back outside to Merliani. Well, 3 Hamilton seniors playing their final regular season game here at Scott Memorial Fieldhouse, and all 3 doing well at this point in the ball game. Shot from outside by St. Lawrence is missed. Scott Doherty, one of those 3 seniors, grabs the rebound off the boards. Up to Harris, up to Lemmer, and Lemmer is rejected as he drives hard to the basket, but it's going to be a foul against Justin Anderson of St. Lawrence.
Real nice pass by Jason Harris that time. He threaded the needle as Steve Lemmer was breaking to the basket. Good job of running the court by Steve Lemmer and Jason Harris finding the open man.
All right, the three seniors playing their last regular season home game here today are the 3 tri-captains for Hamilton. Jason Harris, who currently has 16 points, Steve Lemmer at the line with 10 points, and Scott Doherty with 9 points thus far today. Steve makes good on his first free throw. And you heard Coach Murphy say in the pregame interview that Steve, in his mind anyway, was a candidate for All-America honors. That would really cap off an outstanding career here on the Hill for the 6'6" senior from Clinton, New York. Pass underneath is fumbled away by St. Lawrence. Jason Harris pounces on it for Hamilton. Starts up court. court on the left side. Cross courts it now to Scott Pace. Scott fakes the shot, goes inside. Last minute dishes off into the corner to Perez. And Rich Perez hits a 13-footer from the left side.
Real nice job by Scott Pace. Drives to the middle, gets the defense to collapse to him, kicks it out to Rich Perez, and hits the jumper.
Pass into the corner. Brian Phillips gives it off to Barczewski, and he goes high and nets 2 from about 18 feet away. 9 points on the day for the freshman, John Barczewski. Now another freshman, Scott Pace, gives it off to Perez. Perez goes up and misses on the shot. The ball is tipped by Limmer, but it doesn't get to the basket, and it's hauled down by Shannon McDermott. Down court quickly, St. Lawrence. Bounce pass inside, comes back outside, and a three-point attempt by Brian Phillips rims but will not go, and inside, that's Brett Merliani tipping it home for the Saints. 46-32, 7.5 minutes remaining first half as Harris gets the ball underneath to Perez. Rich wanted to dish it off. Nobody was open, so he missed the first shot and then put up a second shot on a reverse off the glass.
We got a good break that his first shot hit right in the corner of the rim in the backboard, came right back to him, and he was able to put it up again and score.
Now Barczewski may have twisted his ankle, and as he was being defended by Scott Pace, I think he rolled over on his ankle, and the officials called timeout to stop play, and Barczewski is limping badly towards the St. Lawrence bench. He'll be replaced in the lineup by Dale Denning, another freshman. So there are quite a few underclassmen on the St. Lawrence team. Ball comes in on the inbound pass to Merliani, who's up for the shot, misses it. It's tipped over into the corner where Jason Harris hauls it in for Hamilton. Outlet pass to Scott Pace, and Pace brings it up to the top of the key. Scott keeps the dribble alive on the right side, now gives it to Harris, around to the left to Doherty, inside to Limmer. Limmer bumps into his man, misses on the shot, gets his own rebound. Underneath to Joe Mrzinski, who misses on the shot, but is fouled in the act of shooting by Merliani.
That's what a good big man will do, is Merliani left Joe Mrzinski when Steve Lemmer got the ball. Steve did a good job to find Joe down underneath, just couldn't get it to fall to try for the three-point play.
Hamilton has really been able to get the outlet pass and move the ball up court quickly here this afternoon, and they've had some easy basket attempts. Now at the line, Mrzinski missing on his first free throw. Joe is a player that Hamilton is really counting on in the future, a strong 6'4" freshman from East Syracuse, New York. He gets the second free throw down and now builds Hamilton's lead to 49-32. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Left side, Tom DiNapoli gives it on a pass to the top of the key to Phillips. Inside it goes, and it's knocked away from Tom DiNapoli on the right block area, and it'll be Hamilton ball.
Good defensive job by Jason Harris. Even though he was trailing DiNapoli, he was able to get a hand in on the ball, knock it in out of bounds off of DiNapoli.
All right, on the left side, Harris now comes to the top of the key, stops, bounces it low to Lemmer. Lemmer leaps into the lane, turns, shoots, and scores. Nice round of applause for Lemmer on that big bounce move into the lane where he squared up well and hit nothing at the bottom of the net from about 9 feet away. St. Lawrence in the offensive zone. Degata comes in replacing Scott Pace, who goes to the bench. 51-32 Hamilton. As Merliani gets set to inbound it, he gets it over to McDermott. Shannon McDermott, a powerful-looking 6'5" junior from Mexico, New York, gets it over on the right side. It comes back outside. Merliani will fire it up from 3 and hit it.
Real nice job by Merliani. He got through a screen. Joe Mrzinski was there with a hand in his face, but Merliani able to nail down the three-pointer.
His third triple of this first half makes it 51-35 Hamilton. Now passing the lane. Lemmer catches it, shoots it in the same motion. Misses on the shot. Mrzinski almost did the tip, but couldn't control it. Down court quickly, the Saints under the basket. A reverse attempt is missed by number 44, McDermott. Pass down court to Degata, who goes back and gets 2.
And he got a challenge that time, went strong to the basket, was able to get it to fall.
And the Saints throw the ball away. And Degata went hard in on the right side that time, and as you say, challenged the St. Lawrence Saints and banked one home off the glass before he went sprawling to the court. So Hamilton gets the ball on the turnover. It'll be Doherty firing it in to Harris in the left corner. Jason pulls up his dribble, gives it back outside to Degata. 5:20 and ticking first half. Degata inside the door. Doherty spins around his man. Drive by DiNapoli. His third basket. Up court quickly, Hamilton, and it's Jason Harris with a scooping layup attempt for the Continentals. Ball is really moving up and down the court quickly here. Hamilton up by 17 with 4:25 remaining first half. Merliani, the dribbling on the right side, being watched by Mrzinski. It goes into the corner. Now they come to the side of the lane where a shot is rejected on Shannon McDermott. It comes right back to McDermott, and he puts it up and in from the right elbow.
That time Joe Mrzinski was so contained with Merliani that he didn't see the ball right behind him that had been knocked free. McDermott picks it up and scores.
Fast-paced basketball here at Scott Memorial Fieldhouse this afternoon. Mrzinski misses on a turnaround jumper from the middle of the lane, and it's grabbed by the Saints. Dribbling down the right side, Brian Phillips being watched by Doherty. He gives it off now. A shot by McDermott is off the right side of the rim, no good. Harris comes up with it for Hamilton. Off to D'Agata. Here come the Continentals down court quickly. D'Agata gets through one line of defense, gets underneath to Doherty, and Doherty goes underneath and reverses it off the glass and in.
Real nice job by Fran D'Agata. He beat the initial defender for St. Lawrence, created a 3-on-2 opportunity, and just dumped it to Scott Doherty. Went underneath the rim and scored.
And once again, the Saints want timeout with 3:34 remaining and Hamilton up 5th. Last night they had to play against a slowed down attack, and at times the Continentals did look a little ragged. But tonight, or this afternoon rather, they're getting the up-tempo game that they favor, and they are making the most of it thus far. Now Hamilton in a zone defense as St. Lawrence on the right side. That's McDermott. They get it into the side of the lane. Nice behind-the-back pass by Merliani. It comes back to Brett at the top of the key. Can't get the shot off, so they give it off to Phillips. Phillips throws up a runner and banks off the window and through the cylinder.
Well, Jim, you see him all the time, and that one I think he just released, and he got the nice kiss off the glass.
Just the way he planned it. Now pass inside is knocked away by Shannon McDermott. There's a whistle and a foul is going to be called. Foul will be against McDermott as he was over the back of Steve Lemmer. 4th team foul against the Saints. Hamilton also has committed 4 fouls thus far in this half, so the Continentals will put it in play at the east end. Harris gets it into D'Agata, who fires it up and in from the right side.
And waste no time catching the ball, scoring it up, and throwing it up from outside, burying the three-pointer.
It was a 3-point basket, his 3rd of the afternoon. And now a pass is intercepted by Scott Doherty. Here comes D'Agata down court once again. Top of the key, gives it off to Lemmer on the left side. Steve wheels into the lane, turns, goes to the baseline, and misses as his shot is rejected, but there's going to be another foul called against St. Lawrence. This against number 24, Brian Phillips. And that'll send Steve Lemmer back to the line where he's 1 of 2 on the afternoon and shooting 65% for the season.
Going to the line for Hamilton, number 50, Steve Lemmer.
Well, Steve Lemmer's had it open up a little because Hamilton's been able to hit the outside jumper. Now they're going to go inside, work Steve Lemmer down inside, try and create some foul problems for St. Lawrence, see if Steve can't power his way to the basket.
Foul shot has good rotation. It's in. Hamilton coach Murphy wants to get his Continentals sharp for the upcoming playoffs. He doesn't want to see them suffer a letdown here this afternoon. Steve misses on the 2nd free throw attempt. So it's 63-44 now with just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half. St. Lawrence getting a shot from the right side by Chris Baker, but it does not go, hits the side of the rim. Almost a steal by Merliani on an outlet pass to D'Agata near half court. However, it was last touched by Brett before it went out of bounds. So it'll be Hamilton ball. And it's D'Agata getting it into Harris, getting it back and dribbling it into the forecourt area on the left side. He gives it off to McCann, goes to the basket, does Aaron, and the alley-oop pass was a little short of the mark and picked off by Justin Anderson of St. Lawrence. Saints in forecourt. The dribbler, Dale Denning, as he balances up the court now, lobs it inside. It's taken by Anderson over on the left side to Merliani. He misses a fadeaway shot, and it comes down to Lemmer. Up court is Doherty, and Doherty goes high. everybody down court that time, and Steve Lemmer found him with a baseball pass, and it was showtime for Scott. Now underneath the basket. Quickly, Hamilton. Hard to keep up with the action here this afternoon, Tom, as there's a foul called against St. Lawrence. Basketball is really picking up and down the court here at Scott Memorial Field.
Well, both teams really like to get it out of the basket or catch it off the boards and then get the break started immediately. See if they can't get some good 3-on-2 or 2-on-1 opportunities, get some easy baskets.
Pass comes in to DeGata. He shoots it up from three and misses. The ball is tipped outside where it's taken by DiNapoli. He's up court quickly. He tries to go baseline. Shuffles the pass off, and a shot taken from the left side is missed by Denning underneath the basket. DiNapoli comes down with it, and the whistle stops play. Foul will be called against number 54, Chris Harper, who's in the game replacing Steve Lemmer for Hamilton. 65-46, 1:11 remaining in this first half. The small crowd here this afternoon is enjoying this fast-paced basketball game.
A little different game than we had last night, Jim, where both teams were really slowing it down. Tonight, both teams were really pushing it up tempo.
And nice defensive play by Chris Harper on the inbounds pass. He deflected up court to Hamilton. Down court, and DeGata loses the handle on the ball as he was trying to save it on the end line, and it goes out of bounds.
I think he was trying to he saw Aaron McCann coming down the middle trying to toss it back over his head, just lost control on his way up.
Pass into the corner where a shot is taken from the right side and missed by St. Lawrence. Underneath the basket, it's saved on a nice play by Tom DiNapoli, and he gets a return pass and puts it up and in. So DiNapoli with the ball. Now Doherty going for another jam at the offensive end, misses and steps out of bounds with the basketball. So it'll go over to the Saints with 42 seconds remaining. Hamilton leads 65-48. St. Lawrence with the basketball in forecourt. Dale Denning, the dribbler, as Hamilton in a zone defense now. Shot is taken from outside and drilled by Dale Denning, the freshman. Another three-point basket. We've had a bunch of them here this afternoon, and that basket draws the Saints back to within 14 points. Hamilton will hold for the last shot with 16 seconds and ticking here at the end of this first half.
Well, what they're going to try and do again is take a one-on-one opportunity.
Back pick. DeGata drives right down and last minute gives it off to Harper. Nice assist from DeGata. A nice basket by Harper, and before the buzzer sounds, a shot was taken by number 42 Dale Denning, but it fell short of the basket. So that ends play here after the first half. The score is Hamilton 67 and St. Lawrence 51. And Jason Harris. And at the present time, Scott Doherty has 15 points, Steve Lemmer 14, and Jason Harris 18 as they pace the Continental attack here this afternoon. So they're making the most out of their final regular season appearance. And the Houston is getting a nice round of applause after the introduction by Coach Murphy.
That's right, Jim. They've really been the lead this year for this team. Done a nice job. Everyone was kind of expecting Steve Lemmer and Scott Doherty to be the leaders on the team. Jason Harris has definitely stepped up his play, and Steve Lemmer has been more than I think anybody could have expected.
And the parents of the three players are also on the court with him. They've been very supportive all year, and Mr. and Mrs. Doherty have gone almost all the games, and Mr. and Mrs. Lemmer not only have been to all the ball games, they've entertained, and Jason Harris and his mother and father, they've driven all the way down from Massachusetts for all of these ball games, so it's really been nice to see this season.
Well, I think that's one of the things that's been special about all Hamilton teams. The parents really get involved, really try to make the effort to go to the games, and I think that it makes a difference for the players.
All right, we'll be back to review the first half action for you after this timeout. You're listening to Hamilton College Basketball over WIN Radio. 2 minutes, Jim.
Every year at this time we call one of the players to come out and say a few words, and in just a minute I'll do that. He'll speak for our whole team. you know, our leadership from these three guys has been tremendous. I don't think very many people thought this team could ever win 20 games at the beginning of the season when we graduated. And, you know, this may be the and we're not done achieving yet. I think we're going to go a little bit further. And at this time, I'd like to call out Steve Lemmer. We're going to let you be the speaker.
But I kind of knew I was going to do it for 4 years since I first got here. But so I kind of have thought what I was going to say. First of all, I guess I just want to thank everybody, all the parents who traveled as far as like Hawaii and Maine to see us play, and all the students, and I have an uncle and 2 cousins up who've treated me well over the years. So I thank all of them, and just say that I've enjoyed playing with, like, I know how many people it's been, like 40, 50 different guys since I've been here. Like some of them are back now, like myself and Z saw around somewhere. Like everybody, like Scott and Jay. I mean, there's nobody except maybe Rico who I haven't enjoyed playing with. Other than that, I just want to say thanks for everything. Hopefully, we'll finish this half off and on to ECACs.
Thanks, everybody, again. And the reason Steve got to speak really was because he brings the cookies.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our halftime entertainment, the Little Indians basketball dribbling and shooting demonstration team from Waterville, here to put on their annual halftime performance. Now, let's meet the 1992-93 version. A second grader out of Seton Hall, number 6, Andrew Noller. A third grader from Florida State, number 10, Billy Eisenhut. A second grader out of Oregon, number 2, Robbie Mosca.
No, I don't think so. I think he's looking forward to the ECAs. We were talking the other day, and he said the 21 season would be nice. But boy, if they could really come away with an ECAC championship, they would really show a lot of people what they've done this year and what they've accomplished.
And if they do go on and achieve 3 more victories, assuming that this one stays in Hamilton's favor, they would have the second best winning record here on the hill, I believe.
Second only to that 26-1 team of 1990-92 or 91-92. You know, and that's a great accomplishment. I think. I remember talking with Coach Murphy at the beginning of the season, and he's always a worrier about how the team is going to do. But you know, he was hoping that they would win about 15, 16 games, and I think he's been real surprised with the turnout, the way the team has turned around this year. They've won some games that I don't think a lot of people expected they were going to win. You know, and just done a real nice job of staying together and playing strong all year.
Also, kindergarten out of UCLA, number 5, Brett Morgan. Thanks to everybody that has supported the team.
A second grader from Indiana, number 11, Mike Wicks.
Sometimes Hamilton has a better reading section than some of the teams.
A third grader out of Georgetown, number 14,
he
Kellen
also
Morgan.
wanted everybody to know how much he had enjoyed.
And a second grader, hailing from Michigan, number 12, Michael Lemery.
Been associated with, I think he said 42 different players that he'd been with during his 4 years here at Hamilton.
I think he pulled that number somewhere out of the sky. I'm not sure he figured that out last night. He did say that he had predicted that he would be the one who would speak 4 years ago. That's kind of like Steve, though. He's a very confident individual.
Well, while Coach Murphy was surprised at this team's record this season, he must have been also kind of surprised at the way Coach Barry Davis had his St. Lawrence Saints come out here and play fast-paced basketball this afternoon. He's played right into Coach Murphy's hands, and the result is a 67-51 lead at the intermission.
Well, one of the things you're going to get with a team that shoots a lot of three-pointers is, you know, you're going to get the long rebounds. You're not going to have a lot of guys in looking to get offensive rebounds, so that gives Hamilton the opportunity to step out, grab the rebound, and get the fast break started. And one of the things Hamilton does real well is guys release. I mean, when you have a guy like Steve Lemmer who's leading the country in rebounding, you know that there's a pretty good chance he's going to get the ball, so you can release a little earlier, sometimes get some cheap, easy layups.
Well, they were really hitting those outlet passes and moving up the court. It reminded me of the old Boston Celtics, the way they were kicking it out and getting it down court, and the result was some easy baskets, and Hamilton did a pretty good job also of hitting the outside shot today. Fran Degana 3 triples in that first half. Scott Doherty had 1, and Jason Harris had 4 3-point field goals in the first 20 minutes of play.
That's right, Jim. Just a real good balanced scoring. Again, one of the things we talked about, a good team, good teamwork, and balanced scoring. Everybody gets involved. No one's too concerned about the number of points they score and the assists they have. All they want to see is the W on the scoreboard at the end of the game.
Well, it was Brett Marigliani matching Harris for 3-point baskets. He had 4 of them in the first half and finished up with 20 points to lead all scorers. John Barczewski had 9, Tom DiNapoli 8, Brian Phillips 5 for the Saints. Shannon McDermott had 6, and Dale Denning had a 3-point basket for St. Lawrence. They don't go real deep in talent, and I think they only played about 6 or 7 guys in that first half, and unfortunately for the Saints, John Barczewski rolled his ankle, and it'll be questionable as to whether or not he'll see any more action here this afternoon. And they certainly don't need any more bad breaks at this stage, although this is their last regular season game. Hamilton was led by Jason Harris with 18. Next was Scott Doherty with 15. Steve Lemmer had 14 points. They got it 11. Other scorers, McCann, 2 points. Bill Marzinski had a free throw, and Chris Harper a basket for 2.
I think, one of the things Hamilton, what they're going to have to try and do, I think Coach Murphy will probably try to get some subs in here in the second half. But again, as we mentioned, they've got to keep their intensity up. They've got to get ready for that next level, because I think they know at this point they're definitely going to ECACs. It's just where they fall in.
We're looking at junior versions of the Harlem Globetrotters, the color and excitement of Division III basketball apparent here at Hamilton College this afternoon. We'll be back to talk about the other teams that are enjoying success here on the Hill after this commercial.
Shake that body. Shake that body.
Jim, 2 minutes.
People, don't you know it's about time. Can you hear the jam is pumping while you take the piece of mine? Many different flavors and the spice is strong. Into the hot stuff when before a whistle song.
They're like trained dogs.
I know. Wait for that whistle.
You're doing fine. There's nothing to it. You gotta move it. Come on and move it. Shake that body for people. Don't you know it's about time. Can you hear the jam is pumping while you take the piece of mine? Many different flavors and the spice is strong. Into the hot stuff right before a whistle song. Baby, let me show you how to do it. You gotta move it. You're doing fine. There's nothing to it. You gotta move it. Come on and move it. Shake that body for me. Shake that body for me. Shake that body. People, don't you know it's about time. You hear the jam is pumping while you take the piece of mine. Can you feel the California fan? Come on, baby, real fan. Pump it. Oh yeah. You gotta move it. Move it. Shake that body for me. Shake that body.
Fran Degana's been able to get out, lead the break, and give up a couple of assists. 9 is quite a few assists for a half of basketball.
This game being brought to you by AAA Travel. Don't go to strangers. Go to AAA Travel offices at 409 Court Street in Utica, also in Clinton and Herkimer, also by Regional Meat and Poultry, distributors of quality foods throughout the Mohawk Valley. St. Lawrence with the first offensive possession in the second half. Shot taken outside by Marigliani, missed. The ball is passed up court. Darren McCann misses on the jam attempt that was partially blocked by St. Lawrence. Ball comes up court quickly. And it's taken by McDermott underneath. A shot by DiNapoli is rejected once, rejected twice, rejected 3 times. Finally, the shot is put up and in by Merliani.
Merliani did a nice job on both ends. He hustled back and just got a hand on it to knock it away from Aaron McCann, and then he gets the follow-up basket.
Up court quickly is Stan Degata, and he hits a 3-point basket from just to the right of the top of the key. Granny now with 14 points on the day. Up court is St. Lawrence underneath. That's Shannon McDermott working hard and finally gets the whistle and draws the foul from Scott Doherty. Scott's second on the afternoon, and it will be a shooting foul.
Second personal, team's first.
So McDermott will go to the line for 2 free throws.
High score already with still 19 minutes to play. Hamilton up at the 70-point mark, looking toward the 100 mark real early in the second half.
McDermott missing on the first free throw attempt. Second shot in the air and good. 7 points on the day for the junior from Mexico, New York. Hamilton into forecourt quickly. Degata left side to Doherty, inside to Lemmer. Lemmer double team, so he gives it back to Scott, who dishes off a pass on his drive to the basket. The shovel pass was right at the hip of Lemmer, but he caught it and put it up and in from underneath. Up court quickly, Merliani gives it outside to Dale Denning. Merliani now a bounce pass into the right corner to DiNapoli, who drives into the lane. Decides not to shoot it, gives it off to McDermott. His shot rolls the cylinder, pops out into the hands of Lemmer. To Degata, driving in on the left side this time is Rich Perez, and the ball is knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll still be Hamilton ball.
Good job pushing the ball again up the court by Hamilton. Steve Lemmer grabs the rebound, quickly gets it out to Fran Degata, which starts the fast break. Rich Perez just couldn't quite finish off on the other end.
Inbounds pass comes to Lemmer, to Doherty, around on the right to Degata. Degata loops the ball inside to Lemmer. Lemmer moves to the basket on the left side, misses on the shot. Perez missed the tip attempt, and the ball comes off the cylinder to Mariani. Now he comes down court quickly, fires up a 3, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
And he was a couple steps off of the line, too, on that one.
Now underneath, it's Rich Perez countering for Hamilton. He put it up and in from the right block area. He's got 6 points on the day. 74-57, just under 18 minutes remaining second half. Shot taken from the right corner is put up and in by Brian Phillips, another 3-point field goal.
Another drain in the 3-pointers here in the second half. 2 in a row for St. Lawrence.
Now Degata bounce pass to Doherty, flashing in from the left to the middle of the lane, and stops and hits it from 9 feet out. Scott's got 17 points on the afternoon. Former Tri-Valley League All-Star player at Utica Notre Dame. A drive on the right side, pass goes now into Shannon McDermott. He kicks it back outside. Scooping up in the middle of the lane and scoring the basket is Brian Phillips, who has 2 field goals here in the second half. 76-62. Degata's pass intercepted by Merliani. He looks to the right, passes to the left, and driving in and scoring 2 is Dale Denning. So the teams are trading baskets, not much defense being played, at least at this point in the ballgame. Harris has the ball on the left side. Pass goes right into the hands of a save from Doherty, and driving up court quickly, missing on the shot is Shannon McDermott, but he drew the foul from Scott Doherty.
Well, again, Hamilton comes out in the second half and having a tough time getting their offense going. They're just back into that one-on-one basketball, really trying to do too much alone. They're not working again as a team. One of the problems they've had coming out of the second half, something they're going to have to turn around because St. Lawrence crawled its way back into this game.
Last night's game seemed to take an eternity. Today's game is really flashing by as both teams are really moving the ball up and down the court. Shot from the foul line by McDermott is no good. He made 1 or 2 just moments ago. Shows 41% on the statistical chart for the season. The junior looks like a tight end. He's 6'5" and well put together. Shot missed on the second attempt as well, and Doherty grabs the carom for the Continentals. Gives it off to Degata, who brings it into forecourt. Over to Harris. He's open. 3-pointer in the air. It's off the back iron. Bounce high in the air. Perez going for it with Mariani. Whistle. It'll be a jump ball situation, and Hamilton will keep it on the possession arrow.
Just did a good job to stay strong here, Mariani. Both went up for it. Both got a hand on it. Jump ball, possession Hamilton.
So St. Lawrence down by 16 at halftime as battled back to within 12. Shot from the right side is put up and in by Jason Harris.
Jason Harris having one of those nights. Just everything he's putting up, feeling good. Got a nice rotation on it, going in the hole.
He has 5 3-point goals already on the day. Drive baseline by St. Lawrence. Phillips kicks it back outside. Shot is put up by Merliani, no good. Lemmer battling with McDermott for the rebound, and finally there's a whistle, and a foul is going to be called against Shannon McDermott.
Mariani put just a little bit of a double pump into that and left it. Came up just a little bit short. Rich Perez came out at him hard on the shot. Ball came up just a little bit short off the rim.
So Hamilton has the basketball back at the 16-minute mark, leading now 78-64. Degata stopping, popping, hitting 24 feet out on the right side.
Well, that's just a play where Steve Lemmer comes and sets a screen, and then Fran just decides to shoot it.
So Degata also now with 5 3-point goals. Doherty with a steal for Hamilton up court quickly and drawing the whistle on the left side as the foul is going to be called against number 20, Tom DiNapoli. Second team foul against the Saints. Hamilton also has committed 2 violations. It's the first against DiNapoli. Jason Harris will put it in play for the Continentals. They line up on the left side of the lane. Now breaking out to the corner is McCann getting the shot off. He misses. Doherty has the rebound. He tries to shuffle a pass over to Lemmer, and Steve can't handle it. It goes over to St. Lawrence, and now Scott steals it back. He lobs it ahead to Aaron McCann. Aaron goes up, misses. Steve Lemmer follows, misses, and gets his own tip to finally drop through the zone.
Good job of staying with the ball that time by Hamilton. Even though Aaron McCann couldn't get it off in the first one, just a little bit short. Steve Lemmer there to follow up and clean up afterwards.
All right, St. Lawrence wants to talk things over again. 83-64, just under 16 minutes.
Stagger, Dale, back up.
Jim Moran and Tom Brush Jr. Hamilton battling back here as St. Lawrence had gotten it down to 12 points, but they're now down by 19 as Hamilton has been able to run off a brief spurt. Shot from the left side is missed by Dale Deming, and once again, Steve Lemmer grabs another rebound for the Continentals. Pass on the right side to Harris. His shot was partially rejected by Mariani. Trying to throw it back, but couldn't. Now St. Lawrence on a break, and the basket is scored by Tom DiNapoli in a drive from the left side. Fran Degata tried to stop him, but was not successful and committed a foul in the process.
Well, Fran went for the block. I don't know how many shots he's blocked in his career, but he didn't get that one, so he didn't add one to whatever his total was. Instead, he got the foul.
DiNapoli is at the line trying to finish off a 3-point play the hard way. His shot is up and no good, and Lemmer again with another rebound. Adding his total here this afternoon. He's the leading rebounder in Division III nationally. Jason Harris, and he lays it up and in. 23 points on the day for the senior from Pembroke, Massachusetts. He wants to be a stockbroker when he's through with his playing days here at Hamilton College. Pass on the left side. McDermott is blocked. Now he gets the ball back for a turnaround shot middle of the lane. It's off the back of the basket, no good. And McCann climbs the ladder and grabs the rebound for Hamilton. To Degata, down court quickly. Degata is called for a travel as he tries to stop and pass it into the paint.
The time just got a little bit going. He tried to stop. I think he was looking to make a pass, and then it disappeared. Couldn't get his feet to set on the jump stop. Called for the travel.
Under 15 minutes remaining now. The Continentals in charge, 85-66. Ball goes left side to DiNapoli. Inside, turnaround shot by McDermott. Good.
Shannon McDermott.
9 points as Shannon McDermott has a fine afternoon for him this afternoon. He averages 4 a game. A shot from the right side by Doherty is no good. Lemmer leaps, grabs the rebound, goes glass, and gets 2. He's got 20 points on the day, 87-68 now, 14 minutes remaining in this second session. Mariani with the basketball for St. Lawrence, passes on the right side to teammate. Dale Denning gets it back between the rings as the Saints look to spread the court a little bit here. And now Mariani, being pressured by Aaron McCann, dribbles the ball off his foot out of bounds.
Well, Mariani tried to do a little bit too much. Tried to go by McCann on the dribble, went between his legs. just lost it off his left hand, rolled out of bounds.
Imamo Tomlinson comes in for St. Lawrence. He's a freshman seeing action for the first time today. Shot from three-point range is put up and in by Fran Degana. 20 points on the afternoon for the sophomore sensation from North Syracuse, New York. Pass inside is stolen away by Jason Harris. I think Doherty deflected it. Harris picks it up, starts a break, gives it off to Lemmer. Lemmer slashes through from right to left and banks it home off the window.
He did a real good job. It looked like he might have been out of control, but he came up with the ball and went strong to the basket to get the lay-in.
So many times we've seen that this year. It looked like Steve, who was a big guy, and he looks like he might be lumbering, but he has such great balance that he's able to set himself and get the shot off. And that time he banked it in off the glass. Now an almost another steal by Scott Doherty of Hamilton, who leads the team in so many ways. He is a fine scorer or a good rebounder. He passes the ball well, and I think he's one of the top steal players for the Continentals this season. Pass comes to the side of the lane where Justin Anderson is bumped from behind by Steve Lemmer, and I believe it's going to be called against Steve.
Anderson got a little push in the lower back, and Anderson just pushed out of the way. Lemmer gets called for the foul.
Second foul against Steve this afternoon. All alone on the right side now is Imamo Tomlinson, who gets the basket off the glass. 92-70, Hamilton. Jason Harris drives to the top of the lane, shoots from the foul line, and hits it for Hamilton once again.
Jason's definitely taking advantage of his final regular season home game for the Continentals, just throwing in everything he puts up.
It's 25 points for Harris already on the afternoon. 94-70, 12:30 remaining in this contest. Well, this is the kind of day you want to have if you're going out as a graduating senior. Of course, you'll have a couple more games, or at least one more anyway, here at Scott Memorial Fieldhouse in the ECACs, I'm sure. Now a pass back to Justin Anderson, who goes high and guns in two from the left side of the lane, about 8 feet out. His first points of the afternoon. 94-72, 12 minutes and 15 seconds remaining as Harris takes the pass behind a screen from Lemmer, shoots it up and in. 28 points, another three-point goal, and I believe he is about to challenge the single-game three-point record. I think Fran Degana holds it with 7. And that was the 6th three-point basket by Jason here this afternoon. So one more and he'd tie Fran's record. Into the lane is Mamamu Tomlinson, missing on the close-in shot. Harris with the rebound for Hamilton. He's been a real find on the boards for the Continentals over the last part of the season as well, has Jason. Shot by Merliani, rimmed but will not fall through the cylinder. Another three-point attempt, and Lemmer grabs the rebound for the Continentals. Over on the left side now it goes to Doherty, who slashes to the left side of the lane, goes glass and banks home a shot from about 6 feet out. 19 points on the afternoon for Scott. So Hamilton Sr. is really doing the job. Harris with 28, Lemmer with 22, Doherty with 19 points, and there's still 11 minutes to be played in this contest. St. Lawrence with the basketball in forecourt, shooting at the open end of the field house here in the second session. Merliani cutting to the basket, and McCann making a nice recovery to tip the pass out of bounds for Hamilton.
Good job defense. He's playing off the ball, didn't let Merliani beat him to the basket. Was able to get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Well, it's been an entertaining game here this afternoon, even though Hamilton does lead it by 17 points at this stage of the contest. St. Lawrence will put it in play from the basket to our right. Merliani fires it in to Tomlinson. Outside it comes. The shot is taken by Joe Augusto. It's no good off the front of the rim, and Harris once again with a rebound for Hamilton. Up court quickly to McCann, who stops, shoots, misses. It's off the rim into the hands of Joe Augusto for St. Lawrence. Now underneath to Merliani, and McCann comes from out of nowhere. He gets a piece of the ball, and there's no whistle. Nice block by Aaron. Up court quickly is Degana, and a whistle stops play. I believe it's going to be a technical foul called against the St. Lawrence coach, Barry Davis.
Yeah, I think what he wanted, he thought Aaron McCann had gotten the foul when Merliani went in strong for the basket. He got a little bit of the block. May have been right. I think Aaron might have got a piece of his hand, kept the ball from going up. Technical foul called.
Taking the foul shots for Hamilton will be Jason Harris, and he makes good on the first free throw attempt. Jason with 29 points now on the day, and he puts the second one home as well. Jason Harris has equaled his uniform number here this afternoon, 30, and Hamilton will get the ball back. 10:36 remaining to be played as Degana takes the inbounds pass and dribbles up the right side. Now passes to McCann. McCann goes to the corner, stops, shoots, and scores. Pull-up jumper from about 10 feet out, drained by Aaron McCann, the second basket of the ball game. Hamilton on that hoop, and foul shots by Harris goes over the century mark, and we still have 10 minutes remaining in this contest.
A lot of time left in this game, a lot of points probably left to be scored. And that's what happens when you have two teams that really like to push it up and down the court.
Most points scored in the game was 133 by Hamilton against Webster back in the 1990-91 season. So I don't know if they can challenge that, but they still have some time to do so. The dribbler is Chris Baker. He gets the ball inside. Turnaround shot is missed by Joe Augusto, and Hamilton comes away with the basketball once again. Jason Harris, who has been a fine rebounder over the second half of the season, gives it off to Degana, and Degana drains a triple from the left wing, and that was deep.
Jim, everything seems to be falling for the Continentals today, no matter where they shoot
shooting
from.
Performance by both teams. Now, a shot from the right side is missed by Baker, and down court quickly is Harris. He throws it up. Oh, boy. He was pushed by Tomlinson, and if that ball had gone in, it would be true that everything he threw up this afternoon went in the basket, because he was sprawling towards the end line when he let go of the basketball, and it did rim, but just didn't go through the hoop.
Good lead pass that time by Fran Degana. Put it out in front of Jason Harris, let him run to it, and then put it up, got the foul.
Jason at the line once again for 2 free throws. He sights, shoots, and hits the first attempt. 107-72 Hamilton, 9:46 remaining as Jason sights, delivers, and swishes through another. And now Joe Mrzinski putting a little pressure on a outlet pass. It goes on the right side to Joe Augusto. He misses on the closing shot, gets his own rebound, gets the ball back, and it's finally tipped up and in. It'll be credited, I believe, to Shannon McDermott, who has 11 points on the day. St. Lawrence all over the offensive glass that time. Pass from Scott Pace into Doherty. Doherty drives inside. Ball dances on the back iron but will not drop through the cylinder. St. Lawrence comes away with the basketball. Dribbler is Tomlinson. Comes over on the right side now. Anderson gives it underneath. And it's knocked away from McDermott, but it goes right to St. Lawrence. Now McDermott gets it back. Turnaround shot from middle lane. It's no good. Lemmer goes up, tips it over to Joe Mrzinski, who gets it out to Harris. Harris up court to Doherty, who had a leaping attempt at the basket. It comes right outside to Lemmer. Turnaround shot off the glass. Finally settles through the center.
Good look from one senior to another. Jason Harris made a great alley-oop pass. Scott Doherty just couldn't quite get it to the rim. Steve Lemmer there to clean up.
24 points now for Lemmer as Tomlinson inside passes cross court. It comes to Chris Baker. Baker pulls up, gives it off to McDermott. His shot from outside hits the side of the rim. Goes in. Jason Harris once again for another rebound for Hamilton. Scott Pace, the dribbler, goes down the left side of the lane, kicks it out to Mrzinski. Flash pass into the lane to Doherty. Lower to Lemmer. Lemmer goes up, turns around, and another bank shot put through the cylinder by Steve Lemmer.
Well, that's a patented move that he's used all along this year. He just catches it, gives a little fake to the right, back to the middle of the thing, and high off the backboard.
Tomlinson into the lane, has his shot partially blocked, and it does not go through the cylinder. But there's going to be a foul called against Hamilton. 112-74. With 8 minutes remaining, at the line will be Tomlinson for the first time this afternoon.
He'll shoot 2.
Several players come onto the court for the Saints. They only have 10 players dressed here today, so Coach Davis wanting to give some of them a little bit of a rest. Tomlinson shoots it up and misses on his first free throw. St. Lawrence, statistically coming into the game, not a very good free throw shooting team, and they haven't really looked that good from the line here this afternoon. Tomlinson, however, does get the second free throw to fall through the cylinder. 112-75 now, 8:02 remaining in this contest. Scott Pace dribbles it up over the blockage in the middle of the court here at Hamilton College. Bounce pass inside to Lemmer. Lemmer goes high and drains home.
That was a good little lead pass by Scott. pace. He gave it to Steve and let Steve do the rest.
Shot from outside is drained by Brian Phillips. Another three-point basket. When we get a second, we'll try to count up the number of threes that have been netted here this afternoon. Now it's Harris driving baseline. He stops. He shoots. It's off the back iron. No good. Lemmer comes down with the basketball. Missed on the follow, and St. Lawrence comes away with it. It's a pass over on the right side that goes underneath now. Turnaround shot from the right block is put up and in by Tom DiNapoli. A nice acrobatic shot from DiNapoli, who has 12 points. He's a senior playing his last game in a red and brown and white uniform this afternoon. Now Lemmer gives the ball to Doherty, slashing in from right to left. And Scott makes the acrobatic shot over his shoulder and is fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line for one free throw.
Good cut by Scott Doherty. Steve Lemmer doing a nice job of seeing the court, finding the open man, getting him the ball, and letting Scott do the rest.
Well, the seniors are having a lot of fun here this afternoon. Doherty at the line now. He's got 21 points, and his foul shot is up and off the front of the rim. No good. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll be St. Lawrence ball. 116-80 with 7 minutes 5 seconds remaining in this contest. Hamilton has 81 points from its three seniors here this afternoon. Ball goes underneath, and as Joe Augusto got set to shoot it up after a head fake, Doherty hustled over and knocked it out of bounds. A clean block, so St. Lawrence will put it in play from the east end. Bounce pass comes into Denning. Denning bounce pass low to Joe Augusto, and as he gets set to shoot, he's fouled by Doherty. That'll be the fourth foul, I believe, against Scott this afternoon.
Scott trying to help out down low. He dumped down in to help out on the low post. Just got a piece of the arm on the way up.
Joe Augusto will go to the line.
For Joe Augusto, will shoot two.
For the first time today, a sophomore. Augusto sights and misses on the first attempt off the front iron. Second shot unguarded from 15 feet is good. So he gets his first point of the day. Crowd staying around. They've liked what they've seen here this afternoon. It's been an enjoyable basketball game to watch. Not a whole lot of defense, but a lot of shooting and scoring. And now Jason Harris fires up from three-point range and misses. Ball is tipped out. Starting the break is Brian Phillips. He gives it ahead. The shooter misses. Coming down the rebound, DiNapoli. He is fouled as he tries to put it back up and in. Driving in from the left side that time was Dale Denning. He couldn't get the shot to go, but DiNapoli hustled to the basket. Put up a shot that was missed and then was fouled. He's a senior from Baldwinsville, New York. May have played some basketball with Scott Pace. And now Doherty falls out of the game. And gets a nice round of applause for the 21-point performance this afternoon. A standing O here at Scott Memorial Fieldhouse.
Well, Scott's done a real nice job in his 4 years of coming off the bench, usually being that sixth man that light the spark on a Hamilton team, and he's done that both from the bench and as a starter this year.
At the line is Tom DiNapoli. First shot is swished through. He's got 13. Well, Scott, had a tough time of it as a freshman. They tried to make him into a point guard, and it just wasn't suited to that style of play. So the first year was kind of a washout for Scott, but he did see a lot of playing action, but just didn't seem to be able to adjust to that position. The second year, they put him back at the off guard, and he has just been outstanding ever since. You knew he was going to be a good player. He was the top player in the Tri-Valley League at Notre Dame, and he has finished off his career by going over the 1,000-point mark this season.
That's right, and Steve Lemmer gets one to crawl over the rim for another 2 points for him.
Yeah, he hits the 30-point mark with that basket and comes down with a rebound on the missed shot by St. Lawrence. So the Continentals have the ball back. 118-83 right now, 5:47 remaining as Degata gets it downside to Steve. Turnaround shot from the lane. It's no good, off the back iron. Ball tipped out to Merliani, who starts up court with it. Left side passes off to a teammate. Shot from the corner is taken and missed by Phillips. Aurelius Henderson comes away with the basketball for Hamlet. Down inside, he gives it to Harris. Harris under the basket, reverses it off the glass, and it does not drop. But Jason was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go back to the stripe where he has made 4 in succession.
Again, St. Lawrence trying to come back with the threes, and again, they get the long rebound, starts a fast break. Elias Henderson doing a nice job of pushing it up court.
Jason Harris gets the free throw. He's got 33 points on the afternoon and a chance for another. Second shot is good. 120. 83. What do you think, Tom? Is the record in jeopardy? 133 points.
Well, I don't know. I remember that 133-point game, and just about it.
Underneath is made 2. Mariani goes up and scores it from within the shadow of the goal. 27 points on the afternoon. That was down in Washington, D.C., if I remember correctly. Tournament that Hamilton won. Bounce pass low to Lemmer on the left side of the lane. He wheels into the middle, shoots and misses. Ball comes off the glass hard, and Steve crashes into Brian Phillips. Also there, Henderson. Let's see who the foul is against. It's going to be against Lemmer. It'll be his third.
Well, if St. Lawrence continues to shoot the ball up as quickly as they can, the record may be in jeopardy. 13 points isn't that much, especially the way Hamilton's been shooting threes today.
Just under 5 minutes remaining in this contest as Brian Phillips goes to the line for the Saints. A senior from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Shoots 53% from the stripe, statistically at least. First shot is put up and no good. He misses the front end of the 1-on-1, and Jay Butt grabs the rebound for Hamilton. Now to Henderson. Henderson down court quickly. Outside, it goes to DeGata, who shoots it up from 3-point range. He misses, and the rebound goes to Dale Denning for St. Louis. They're right down court quickly, looking to shoot it up. He comes back outside, and the shot is put up by Denning. It's off the left side of the rim, no good. Lemmer with the rebound. Outlet pass to half court to DeGata, up court to Harris. He lays it up and in. 36 points for Harris today. Now a drive from the inside. Phillips is rejected. And here comes Hamilton once again. Harris this time passes over to DeGata. Another 3 from 24 feet off the side of the rim. Bounces high over the backboard on a play. 122-85 in favor of the Continentals with 4:14 remaining. That was a patented Fran DeGata shot from about 24 feet out on the left wing.
Not a patented result, though, Jim. Usually that one goes in.
He missed it, but not by much. He's got 6 of them today, 6 threes. Ball comes outside. Shot is put up by Mariani from 3-point range. It's no good, and the long rebound goes to Henderson. Up to Jay Harris. Harris gives it off to DeGata. DeGata drops it off further to Henderson. And there's a whistle and a foul. I didn't see the foul, but it's going to be charged against number 40. Mariani. That's the team 7th foul. At the line will be DeGata, I believe, for 2. Greg Shea comes in replacing Jason Harris, who goes to the bench. 36 points, and he too gets a standing ovation.
Got to be his career high, I would think, Jim. I can't imagine he scored 36. I don't think he scored it this season. I'm almost positive he didn't do it in any of the previous 3 years.
Fran DeGata misses the front end of that 1-on-1. The ball goes over in the corner where it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Continentals. That's an uncharacteristic miss from the stripe for DeGata, who shoots 78%. Well, we saw Jason Harris's improvement in the first game of the season against Utica College when he was named the McDonald's Player of the Game, and he has been contributing ever since. Nice shot from the middle lane, put up and in that time by Tom DiNapoli, who has 15 points on the day. DeGata left side goes to Greg Shea. Shea shoots a pass down low to Jay Butt, who gets bumped from behind as he gets a shot off, and Jay Butt will go to the line for 2 free throws. With 3:29 remaining, Hamilton leading 122-87. Jason Butt, a junior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, hasn't had many chances from the stripe, and this one is no good.
Watch your back,
So
watch your
poor
back.
foul shooting by Hamilton may keep that record 133 points safe. Mariani will fire it up from 3 for St. Lawrence. He'll miss it, and Lemmer climbs the ladder, grabs the rebound, at least knocks it over in the corner where Jay Butt can pick it up for the Continentals. Henderson up court quickly for Hamilton. Passes left side to Shea. Shea underneath the Jay Butt, who is open from the left block. He decides to go under the basket and reverses it off the glass.
Nice move by Jay. Mariani was right there, and if he'd have gone up right, he probably would have blocked it, but Jay went underneath the basket, got it to fall.
Merliani steps up top of the key and without a conscience at all misses another free throw, or sorry, a three-point attempt. They got it down court quickly for Hamilton. Look away pass to Budd, who went off his chest out of bounds. And let's see who it was touched last by. I believe it was last touched by St. Lawrence. Coming into the lineup for the hardest working Cardinals, Kevin Reynolds. You see a little playing time here. 124 to 87 with 2:44 remaining as Greg Shea gets set to inbound it for Hamilton. He passes into Henderson. Henderson gives it back to DeGata. Franny dribbles between the rings, now passes left to Lemmer. Lemmer will try a three-point attempt. It's off the rim, no good. Crowd was waiting for that one. It did not fall. Up court quickly is Di Napoli. He gets it underneath the basket, and a shot by Brian Phillips is rejected and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hamilton ball. Nice defense. Now Steve Lemmer goes to the bench, being replaced by Pete Lemmer with a 30-point outing here this afternoon. He also gets a standing O.
I think Steve was the one who got the hand on that, and he blocked it right back into Merliani's hands and out of bounds.
Shea on the left side gives it back to Henderson. Around on the right it comes to DeGata. Into the corner to Kevin Reynolds. Reynolds gives it off to Shea. He shoots it up from the right elbow. It crawls around the cylinder, no good. Shea gets it all his shot back, and as he tries to muscle it up from the right block area, he is fouled by Shannon McDermott. That's the third foul against McDermott. Correction, fourth foul against the junior. And Greg Shea will go to the line. He is 1 of 3 on the season. Corey Brown comes into the lineup for the Continental, so I believe about everybody has seen action here this afternoon now. This is a game the 3 seniors certainly will remember for a long, long time. Greg Shea's first attempt dances on the rim and finally settles through the cylinder. 125-87, 2 minutes remain as Greg Seitz shoots and nets the second free throw as well. St. Lawrence with the basketball, dribbling it across the timeline quickly. They want to get to the basket as quickly as possible. Hamilton is in a zone defense at this point. Ball goes into the corner now, driving the baseline and passing the ball that goes out of bounds off a Hamilton player's legs is Tom Di Napoli. So it'll still be the Saints basketball with 1:53 remaining. The only question left is whether Hamilton didn't get the single game scoring record, as driving inside is Di Napoli firing up a shot missing and a whistle and a foul called. Foul is going to be charged against number 42, Kevin Reynolds. Team's 10th, so at the line for 2 free throws will be Tom Di Napoli for the Saints. First shot is short and no good. Liner off the front of the rim. You know, when you look at this team's accomplishments, here's a team that earlier in the season everybody was doubting whether it could get 15 victories with having graduated 7 seniors and 4 starters, and yet this team comes close to getting the single season scoring record as well as posting 20 wins in regular season. Quite a nice accomplishment for this overachieving squad.
Well,
Driven inside by Corey Brown results in an offensive charge.
Well, Hamilton started out with a 1-2 record. I think a lot of people thought that those early premonitions were going to be true, that they were going to struggle to get 15 wins. But they've really come together. I mean, I think, as we've said many times, played well as a team. And, the underclassmen, the people who haven't seen a lot of varsity action, really developed, and it's made all the difference.
Pass comes outside to Merliani. He fires a pass through the paint to a cutting Brian Phillips, and Phillips fumbled it away or might have had a nice shot. Now it goes to the side of the lane where a turnaround shot is put up off the grass and missed by Phillips. Kevin Reynolds has the ball knocked away from him, and Merliani puts it up and in. There's going to be a whistle and a foul called. Now let's see who it's going to be against. The basket is going to be scored by Merliani, and the foul will be against Kevin Reynolds.
Personal foul charge number 42, Kevin Reynolds.
Kevin fouled in frustration that time.
Going to the line.
I think Kevin thought he may have got fouled trying to get the outlet pass, and then just trying to get the ball back. He commits the foul.
Marilliani got the 2 points, and now the foul was against Tom DiNapoli as Kevin was trying to prevent DiNapoli evidently from coming back after the rebound. So DiNapoli goes to the line for 2, and he makes good on the first attempt. So this could result in a 4-point play for the Saints. 1:16 remains. Second shot is put up and in. He's got 17 points now, does DiNapoli. As Degata dribbles up court for the Continentals on the right side. Bounce pass goes to Shea. Underneath to Vandersloot. Peter, a nice head fake. Kicks it back outside to Shea. Shea gets set to shoot from the middle of the lane, and he's hacked by Tom DiNapoli.
This might come close to the most total points scored, Jim, in a game between two teams. Hamilton and St. Lawrence up over the 200-point mark already.
Right now it's at 2:18, and Greg Shea is at the line to shoot 2 unguarded from 15 feet. The first is up and in. Greg helping his foul shooting average here this afternoon. Now 3 straight, and he'll get another. This shot is put up and good. So they're close to the record. 128-92. There's still a minute to be played. Let's see if St. Lawrence cooperates by putting it up quickly. Left side, McDermott comes around. And a shot is made by Denning and missed. And there's a whistle and a foul call, and I think it's going to be against Kevin Reynolds once again.
Personal foul charge number 42.
A little bit too aggressive here this afternoon. Each team over the limit, so that means 2 free throws.
I think it's the race to see if Hamilton can break the record first or Kevin Reynolds can be the fastest person ever to foul out in a game.
At the line is Brian Phillips to shoot him up for St. Lawrence. First is up and short. Another liner off the front of the rim. 128-92. Connells would need a couple of possessions here, I believe, to get the record. Second foul shot is put up and in by Phillips, who has 14 points this afternoon. And now a foul is charged to St. Lawrence. They don't mind stopping the clock here. 49 seconds remain, and Scott Pace will go and shoot 2 unhindered from the foul line. Scott, the freshman from Baldwinsville, New York, fine outside shooter. Broke Fran Degata's 3-point record in high school. Good on the first attempt. Now averaging better than 3 points and 3 assists per ball game. Second foul shot is put up and missed. And Vandersloot had a hand on it but couldn't control it. It goes to Marliani, who gets it down court quickly, and a pass is knocked back outside where Shannon McDermott, though, gets called for an up and down, I believe. Now, wait a minute, they're going to call a foul? A foul is going to be called against Vandersloot. Looked like McDermott was up and down on that, but they charged Pete Vandersloot with foul his first.
This game might never end, Jim.
Well, it was so fast there for a while, but now it's really slowed down with the foul shots here over the last couple of minutes. Hamilton would need 4 more points to get to the record. And there's only 41 seconds remaining. Can they score a point every 10 seconds? I don't know. McDermott missing the first free throw. Second shot is up and good. He has 12 points today. Vandersloot gets it into Scott Pace, who runs it down the right side. Pace over to Corey Brown. Bounce pass inside, kicked outside to Vandersloot. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds will shoot it up and hit it. First points of the afternoon. Pass from Ford is thrown away. And a save by the St. Lawrence player threw right to Kevin Reynolds' hands. Now Shea, the shot has 8 points. That is a single season record as Greg Shea nicks the basket that puts it over the mark. 6 points for Shea. Outside Mariani will fire it up and hit it for St. Lawrence. And basket with 1 second remaining. Hamilton cannot get another shot off. They don't need to. It's 134. A single game scoring record for the Continentals, breaking the old mark that was set by the 1990-91 team.